Hey guys, John Wooten here. I'm the CEO behind RGB Gaming Plus, and I want to congratulate you on ordering your free RGB gaming mouse. That is just ridiculously amazing, and I know that it, along with anything else that you got, is going to totally level up your gaming experience. It's going to make your desk setup so amazing, so beautiful, so artsy. It's just going to be the best thing ever. And what I want to do is, first of all, say, holy crap, you're amazing, because so many people that just gaming on like normal mice and they look like crap. So really, I am super excited for you to get your mouse. And you saw the pictures we have from happy clients. Like, those are from people just like you. So definitely cannot wait if you want to submit your pictures. I'm so excited for you. You're going to get this amazing RGB gear, which is just phenomenal. Super pumped. Now, what I want to do on this page is give you a very special bonus presentation. And a special little class. This is sort of a workshop that I really like. If I had this 5 years ago, like, my life would be just radically different. But there was nobody out there actually teaching this 5 years ago, which makes me so sad because it would have changed my life. And what I want to do is I want to give you a very special bonus, because literally what you've done is you have, this is the whole giant crowd of people. I said tons, so many people, and they see this website and they say, free mouse, free mouse, oh, but you have to pay shipping, what? And they're like, oh, that's a scam, I don't want to do that. And so a small portion of them go out and they just kind of leave, and then another chunk just leaves over time, but a pretty good chunk of them come, and what do? They go and they do exactly what you've done today, which is make the right decision to level up your RGB gaming, desk and your life, so that you can have that better performance while gaming in total RGB style, which is ridiculously cool. And so what I want to do, because you're part of this special group of action takers, is I want to give you this exclusive presentation. This is a presentation in the workshop that I literally charge thousands for to do in person, and you're going to get all of it totally for free, which is just ridiculously exciting. You can see there's a super cool headline above this video, and that's really exactly what we're going to go into in this exclusive masterclass, only for new RGB Gaming Plus clients. So that's what we're going to go into right now. Just as an information heads up, all the bonuses, everything that you got as a super cool bonus for actually purchasing your RGB gaming mouse, everything is going to be in the members area. Don't worry about it. And at the end of this exclusive workshop, I'll walk you through all that. It's not a huge deal. There's stuff below this video, and it'll let you know how to set up your account, but you really don't need to worry about that. Everything has been sent into your email. It's not a big deal. Your order's been processed, which is super exciting. Everything's coming your way. And now I want to transition into giving you this very special exclusive workshop that, again, I do charge like thousands for. So this video, it's on YouTube and it's unlisted. So just do me a huge favor and don't share this with anyone, because again, it's only for new clients. It's only for new RGB clients. And it's a very exclusive training, so I do request you guys keep this a secret, so I really appreciate it. So without further ado, super excited, let's get right over to the workshop and make it happen. Congratulations, guys. I will see you in just a moment. Awesome! Are you guys excited? I'm so excited. So today's topic for our very special workshop for new RGB Gaming Plus clients is how to make real cash working under 3 hours a day this month, so you can spend your time gaming. I'm so excited about this. This is something I wish I had years and years ago, and you guys get it right now, totally for free as new clients, which is just ridiculously exciting. Let's see if we can get this thing to go. Bam! Okay, so if you guys have heard about investing in the past, if you've heard about it, but maybe you never started investing, it's not your fault. If you have been concerned in the past that you can't succeed with investing, put those fears to rest. You see, the deal is, big Wall Street corporations and traditional employers that make you work all day want you to think that you can't build real savings and retirements on your own. They want to trap you in their world. They want to get you in their 401k plan. They want to get you in their retirement plan. They want to get you in their world so that you'll work for them every single day for the rest of your life for 10+ hours a day. So that you can't. They don't want you to spend your time playing games,
Don't want you to create your own flexible work hours. They want you in, their little cage, right? Be it, where I used to come from, where you're working maybe in front of others in like a food service job. Maybe you're in a retail job. Maybe you're in an office job. Maybe you're in a white collar job. I know a lot of my friends are in blue collar jobs. It doesn't matter where you are if you can't have flexibility over your work hours and yet still bring in big bucks without that boss. Because it's not true, right? What they're trying to tell you, it's bogus. If you've ever thought the big companies and traditional employers that make you work all day want you to fail, you're probably right. So I'm here to show you how to generate more cash than 99% of investors and radically limit your downside during this intense workshop. My goal for this workshop is to let you understand. I want to get you to the point where you can build real savings and retirements so you can spend your time playing games, being in front of the people who you love, and staying in your comfort zone. The people who want to create their own flexible hours are going to be at home on this workshop because you're still going to be able to bring in big bucks. You're still going to be able to make the bank, but it's going to be on your dime. It's going to be on your schedule because your time is your most valuable asset. And I don't think you should be forced to post thousands of YouTube videos or stream 14 hours a day on Twitch or waste time and money on crap that doesn't work just to be able to create some kind of legitimate way to spend your time doing what you actually love. And for me, like super passionate about gaming for years of my life, half a decade, and yet not once was I able to actually turn that into a career. Now, the only way for you to build real savings and retirements so you can spend your time playing games and create your own flexible work hours yet still bring in big bucks is through investing in 9 to noon stocks. And the only way to do that is through the American stock market. I want to show you guys the secrets on how you can do this because I've studied this for so long. I've been doing this for so long, and I've literally seen people that are making upwards of $50,000 a day. Now, my question is this: if you can make $50,000 working just a couple of hours a day in a day as an institutional investor, how many hours a day do you need to work? That's right, it's just a couple. You can go out and you can do whatever you want for the other part of your day, which is the goal. Okay, who am I, dude? My name's Sean Wooten. I'm super excited that you're a new client. I spent probably 3 years trading and investing. I've been doing this forever. 4 years trying to get into it, research it, figure out how the heck it works. Literally, I started doing this in about my sophomore year of high school, and I've just been going hard ever since. It started out, I was working this minimum wage job, and literally it was absolutely berserk. You see, at the beginning, I worked, and I was putting in all this time for my boss. I was giving him everything I had. And yet, after about 8 months, what happened was just berserk, okay? Everybody that worked there, they started coming to him, and they said that they were sick of him, right? He was not necessarily the nicest boss on the planet. And for me, at the time, I was okay with that because I was only 15. And so, for me, he was letting me work over the legal limit, and it was really, really nice. And so I was kind of happy to keep on working, even though he wasn't the nicest guy ever. And yet, what happened, which is so insane, is that everybody left because none of them could stand our boss. And so I was one of the last people there. And it got to the point where I was working open to close, 16-hour shifts, completely alone over the weekends. And I would try to eat, I'd bring some eggs for lunch. And I would try to open up these eggs and eat these eggs. And I would get a phone call from the store phone, and it would be my boss. He would be looking through the camera, and he would pick up the phone, he would say, "You need to stop eating, stop hiding away, and go clean some stuff." When there were 0 customers in the store, 0 clients. And that's really when I realized that I didn't actually have control over my life. And that if I wanted to take true control over my financial future, I had to bring it into my own hands. And so what I did is I spent, about the next 6 months of my life, every waking moment I had outside of work and outside of school went to one singular purpose, and it was learning about stocks. I went to Google one day, I looked up what is stock market, what is stocks, and what I found since then, it started a snowball effect that has radically changed my life and the lives of so many students. And nothing has been the same ever since I realized the insane power of financial markets. After about, solid 6 months of just trying to learn about everything I could find, anything possible, looking through thousands of articles, books, websites, everything I could find and get my hands on. The problem was, there were no coaches, there were no mentors, there was nobody who was actually like really trying to educate people. And so it was just a bunch of random crap from a ton of different places, and none of it made any sense to me until I kept going and going for months and months. And then I started to get the balls after 6 months to make some of my first investments. And then what was insane is those started going up, I started making some money, started losing some money, learning how to actually do it by practicing it. And then made a decision. I said, you know what? From this point forward, I need to go all in. And so I walked into Subway. I turned in my 2-week notice. And I quit so that I could go all in on the stock market. Started trading stocks full time, 9 to noon. And I made more in 2 weeks than I made the entire year prior. It absolutely changed my life. And ever since that, I've just been trading. Created dozens of outperforming portfolios for myself and clients, and continue to trade every single day. Active management, and absolutely crushed. Trying to make like 10% a day is my goal. And it was really interesting as I started, trading over the summer. Then I went back into school. And when I went back into school, I started transitioning into cryptocurrencies because, I'd learned about them on a family trip, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, cryptocurrencies. That's pretty sweet. And the great thing with them is they were currencies. And so I could trade them on 24-hour volatile exchanges. And because I had 24 hours to trade them, all of a sudden, 9 to noon, I couldn't trade 9 to noon because I was in the middle of school, right? And so maybe, you have a 9 to 5 right now. Maybe you have a job. Maybe you have college, I'm in college. And maybe you're just unable to actually trade the normal traditional trading workday, which is totally okay. Because I figured out that there was this new aspect, this new financial system called cryptocurrencies. And what it did was insane. Because it allowed me to stay up. Maybe I stayed up late one night, 9, 10 at night. Maybe I woke up early one night, 2 or 3 in the morning. And I would wake up and make 15% on a trade and absolutely crush it. With swing trades, with immediate trades, just transitioning in different financial markets. And the way I did that was by using the exact same technical setups and indicators that I found in the stock market, doing traditional investing, doing trading with quality assets. Now, I'm not saying I'm perfect. Definitely wasn't perfect. In the 2017 crash in cryptocurrencies, personally lost over $100,427, really learning the top strategies, and I learned what doesn't work. And I'll tell you guys a secret. It's not fun to learn what doesn't work because you lose a lot of money. But now you know, right? And that's an education. That's an asset that will pay me literally for the rest of my life because, I understand now what really, really works. And I've learned through experience what the hell doesn't work. Because what didn't work lost me a lot of money. And what did work made me a ton of money. And what was insane is that all the stuff I found online, it was in between. So, I'd say 85% of what I found was just bogus. Didn't work. And there was 15% that actually had an impact. It made a majority of my profits. And using those techniques just with long-term portfolios alone. And this is a portfolio that I maybe make once. I spend maybe 20 hours making it, and I leave it alone for years and years and years in the future. Those portfolios with zero work, double every 2 years. Now, just to give you guys some perspective, that's what most people aim to do in a decade or 2. And yet what's that, 90% less time? By using what? By using the simple tactics and strategies of the uber wealthy and what they do to invest. Now, my story, you guys know, minimum wage. But here's the interesting part. After everybody quit, after everybody left, and I realized that the only way to move forward was to take my financial future into my own hands, I understood there were different ways to approach it. And some of the first things I tried to do were maybe, normal. Maybe they were boring. I started actually making computers for friends, I went on Craigslist, and I was trying to figure out how I could work for other people. But then I realized that even then, I wasn't able to scale my income. You can't make 15 PCs for people in the same day. And so what I did is that big computer in the middle, that was the computer that started it all. I opened up my brokerage account on there, and I started investing. And that's where I started to discover the insane power of financial markets, because I made more than any kind of, side gig or primary job or income or just traditional means of actually working could even dream of producing. Again, life is just insane, because what I realized is you can do the same thing over and over and over again, and instead of just having linear income growth, you could have exponential geometric growth. And that's the power of long-term growth in any market, which is just so insanely powerful. So how does this apply to you? You see, here's the deal, guys. I started at ground zero with absolutely nothing. Here's a picture of me with my dad. He's sitting in his car. Now, that's me in my Subway shirt. In the spring, they had these nice Subway t-shirts. I was like super young at the time. I was not born on Wall Street. I was born in North Carolina, very far away from Wall Street. My first portfolio, it was only a few $100s. And I spent all of my time dedicated, going hard, trying to learn and learn and learn, because there was no one teaching this crap. My goal, and what I did after I traded from 9 to noon, is I spent all my extra time outside of work playing games. You can see right there, Team Fortress 2. What do you know? Pops right up, because I love it. It was my goal at the time to be a professional gamer to make money. And I wanted to turn my gaming hobby into a career. But it was tough. I tried everything I could figure out. I played Team Fortress 2 for years and years and years. Logged 3,000 hours over the course of 3 or 4 years. Same thing, Overwatch. I became number 420 in the planet. And yet, no matter how good I got, no matter how many tournaments I played in Team Fortress, how many competitive teams I went in, how many top games on the planet with number 1 ranked players I played in Overwatch, I never received a dime for that game, for that time. Literally, probably thousands of hours on Team Fortress, thousands of hours in Overwatch, thousands of hours in other games. You have to understand, that is so much time to commit to something to get no monetary reward. And to think that you could just put a fraction of that time into the market, make more than most people make in a year, and then just spend your time doing what you love and not have to worry about making money, not have to worry about where you're going to upload all your content so that you can monetize it. That's insane. It shouldn't be that difficult. I want to tell you about one of my students. Absolutely amazing, named Jake. Within 2 years of starting to learn about investing, he was consistently beating all 3 major indices in the stock market. That's something that Wall Street traders, hedge funds, firms, and more spend literally decades trying to accomplish, and they never do it. And yet, he did it instantly. Now, he not only learned to invest in U.S. markets, not only learned swing trading, not only learned day trading, he actually understood, just from some very basic classes and seminars that I taught, how to be extremely profitable and make up to 10% a trade from day trading. Now, I want you to understand, you can make 10% in a day. You're making what most people make in a year! Now, if you can make what most people make in a year, in one day, and if you can do that, Monday through Friday, do you think that you deserve to spend your time doing what you love and to invest in what you love and to game with whatever you love to do? The answer is yes! He finally understood that he could stop spending so much time researching the rules and the regulations and the crap that holds so many new investors back and just do it! Because he could use the information to actually plan the trades. And let me tell you guys a secret. Trades is synonymous with money, without having to worry about the crap that's in the way. And all of a sudden, he was crystal clear, learned exactly how to invest, and I have a couple of trades for him that have been absolutely berserk. It's amazing. I want to save you a look at them. Here we have some screenshots of what he texted me. Look at these texts. I want you to understand how insane this is. I'm up 166%. up 26%. Absolutely crushing it with these investments. These are numbers that people work for decades to achieve, and yet he achieved them in a very, very, very condensed time period. What do you understand? 10% a day is insane! And he's doing what? This stuff? I mean, what's that? Like, maybe a couple of hours of research on a swing trade that happens in a month? It's insane what this does, and it's so powerful. Now, I want to let you know what we're going to cover in this workshop. Secret number one we're going to cover is how to learn the same information as a fourth-year college senior in finance in under a month. Secret number two is how to trade like the Wolf of Wall Street with nothing more than a 4-function calculator. And secret number three is how to find the top 1% of stocks that attract to 80% of gains with a simple Google search. Now, does that sound powerful? Does that sound exciting? Because if it does, then you're in the right place. Secret number one, how to learn the same information as a fourth-year college senior in finance in under a month. Now, some people might think, some gamers, maybe you think, I don't understand how to invest in stocks. How's that going to work for me? Let me tell you guys a story, okay? One of my first investments was in a nice company called NVIDIA. They make, obviously, graphics cards. I have an NVIDIA 1070 sitting in my computer right now. Might upgrade it soon. I don't know. They're pretty nice, though. That was one of the first things I got when I was making computers. I was getting graphics cards, and I saw all these tech companies. And I'll tell you guys a secret. I didn't know what the hell NVIDIA did. I didn't know how they made money. All I knew is that they made a solid, rock-hard product. And so I decided, you know what? I'm learning about investing. Why don't I just take a leap, go out, buy that first stock? Because the first investment is the most difficult one you'll ever make. And I'll invest in a company that I kind of know what they do, and I'm tangible with their products. At the time, these NVIDIA graphics cards, I'm sure you guys know, were selling out like crazy. It was about 2017, long time ago, and they were crushing it. And so I went in and I bought the stock at $100, just a little bit before the line you see right here. Now, what's interesting is after you buy your first stock, you can go out there and absolutely crush it, but you can also make paramount mistakes. And both of those scenarios will teach you so much more in the real world than you could ever learn sitting in some classroom. Now, let me explain this to you a little bit more. So I'm in this position. These are about weekly candlesticks. It doesn't really matter. The point is, I get in, and about 2 weeks, 3 weeks later, it's right where this line is on the chart. It's about $105. And I made a little teeny 5% gain. And I said, wow, that's so awesome. And then, here's the interesting part. You guys see that massive green candle, that massive spurt up? That huge spurt up right after that little ticking line was because they reported earnings, and they told the marketplace how much money they made. And the day before earnings, I was going to school, and I was standing outside. I was in the car with my mom. I get out of the car, get my bag, I start walking towards school, and I realize that I forgot my phone in the car. And I run up to the back of the car, and I catch the car. I run into it as she brakes, and I just fall into the back of the car. And I say, oh, I forgot my phone. I need my phone. So I get my phone. I go to school that day. And I think that was one of the worst decisions. Financial decisions of my early career. And so I spent the whole day reading a bunch of articles about massive financial firms telling everybody about how NVIDIA is the worst company ever, and their earnings are going to be awful, and they're going to do terrible, and the report is going to show how much money they lose because just a few years ago they were a $20 stock, and so because of that they're going to crash. And I believed that shit because I didn't know. So I went to the traditional school of thought when I started out, and I started believing in authorities. I started believing in the masses. I started believing in what everybody was telling me, when in reality, it was bogus. And then I learned that day a quick, really good lesson. So I picked up my phone in the middle of lunch, and I called my broker, and I said, book the profit on NVIDIA. Get out of that thing. They went home that night after school, after I made the call. And NVIDIA reported earnings. And within 7 minutes of the earnings conference, they were up 27%. Now, to give you guys some perspective, that's what people work for their portfolios for 4 years in one day. If you look at that chart for the next year, they freaking tripled. And yet I didn't see a penny of that because I listened to the masses. I listened to everybody. And I went and I grabbed that phone and I read those articles and I learned that day that people are wrong. And there's got to be a better way to do it. And that's what I learned, the secrets, technical analysis. Because you see this chart right here. This chart right here is very, very special because this is what we call a downward wedge. So you've got a flat line and a curved line and a downward line right here. And what I didn't know at the time was that was insanely good. And so my question for you is, how can you expect to succeed in investing if you don't actually know the patterns that the wealthy know? Now, do you think you could have done better than me on this trade if you knew that this downward angle right here and this flat line right here actually meant that the stock was going to go up? Because I read the exact same thing, except the article I read said that meant it would go down. And they were wrong. And they've been wrong on every single time I've seen this setup for literally thousands of trades in hundreds of companies over the past couple of years. And yet so many people believe the crap that's out there. And so let me ask you, if you actually knew the right way to invest, if you know what the wealthy were doing with their money, do you think you could just copy what they were doing? Do you think you could get in this trade and just sit there while your money triples? I think you could. Now I want to show you a couple of more results, just using some simple patterns, some simple setups, some simple technicals, some basic things I started learning over the period of time. And I started just trying to invest. Now I want you guys to understand, when you look at these results, if you were in a traditional finance program studying in school, and I know this because I've literally walked into the finance classes in the Georgia Tech, and I've gone to the investment classes, and I've been on the trading floor, and I'm in the investment committee. I go there every single time, and yet you know what I never see? I never see them investing in stocks. They're just sitting there learning how to be bakers, learning how to work for other people, learning how to sit at a desk for 10 hours a day, and have no hopes of their own future. These are some trades. Doubled the money, tripled the money, doubled the money, quadrupled the money. Do you understand how insane that is? These are just normal companies. And yet, once you can identify the real setups in traditional companies, and you can understand exactly when to get in and when to get out, to literally do more in a month than most people do in 6 years, everything changes. You apply this to the daily time frame, it's even better. Here's some more trades. You want to know a secret here? Notice how you make ridiculous amounts of money. Not from learning, but from just freaking investing and doing it. You don't have to study this crap for 15 years. I started trading after my first half year, and I just kept trading for years and years and years and years. These are just a couple of trades from about the last 6 months. You know why? Because I do so much. I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, so much. And yet you only do it in a very condensed, shortened period of time. And I want to tell you guys a secret. When you get these results and when you start investing, what happens is you'll actually understand how to make money in the markets better than anyone who's got a PhD in finance, who knows how to work for a school or work for a bank to do what they want instead of actually making the money. I'll tell you guys a secret. My dad works at Wells Fargo. They have a trading floor at Wells Fargo. And the people that work on the trading floor are not allowed to trade their own money because they're slaves to the bankers above them. And they're working on a salary at about 1% of what they're actually making. This is Rasha Ashraf. He's a PhD finance teacher, professor at the Georgia State University. She studied at the University of Chicago. She's absolutely insane. She says, I showed her my book. She said, this is what I'm teaching my senior finance majors in a book for all investors. Now let me ask you a question. How much does it cost to go to the University of Chicago? $50,000 a year, $60,000 a year. What's that? $200,000 to get to your 4th year college. How much to get to your 7th year? I don't even want to know. Do you think it should cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars to learn how to invest? To figure out what the uber wealthy do? Because I think that's insane. Now you might also be thinking, I don't understand how investing in 9 to noon stocks will work for me if I've never invested before. That's okay. Everybody starts there. Now you might be thinking, I don't understand how investing in 9 to noon stocks will work if I'm starting with a small account. You can literally start with $8. I have a student who started with $8 and he worked so hard for a week and for weeks and weeks to get it up to $60, to get it up to $100, to get it up to $200, to get it up to $1,000. You can start with anything and just buy one share of an $8 stock. Now, I don't know, maybe you say, I don't understand how investing in 9 to noon stocks will protect my assets in a downturn. Now, let me ask you guys a question. If you can get in a trade like this, and you know exactly where you're going, and you know exactly what your target is, do you think it's reasonable that you can have a level where maybe if your trade goes south, you'll stop out of the trade and cut your losses? Because that's what I teach with every single trade. You always have an out. You always have a stop. This is a Wayfair.com. You have a place where you get out and you have a place where you sell. And what you want to do is you want to get to selling for 3 to 5 times the amount of money you risk. It's like you're playing a game and you are the casino. You are the house. You might be thinking, I don't understand how investing in 9 to noon stocks let me work only a few hours a day. Let me ask you a question. The stock market opens at 9:30 Eastern every single weekday. And 99% of investors that are actively managing and in the game are there for that opening bell. Now, if everybody's there for the opening bell, and yet maybe nobody's really there at the end of the day, where do you think the most volatility is going to be? It's in the first couple hours, and that's where all the money's made. If you can trade that condensed time period, you can achieve what takes most people years trying to invest over a span of months and years and decades in just a couple of hours. Now, you might be thinking, John, I don't understand how investing in 9 to noon stocks will produce reliable long-term growth. And I get that, 100%. My question for you, if you can make money on Monday, if you can make money on Tuesday, maybe you lose a little bit of money on Wednesday, maybe you can make money on Thursday, maybe you make money on Friday. If you can have long-term growth and you can make more money every single day, every single week, every single month than the month before, if you can make 10% on average a week, if you can make 15%, you can make 20% over and over and over. Again, I'm not saying you never lose money. I'm saying you average out to have profit. You can average out to make huge percent returns every single week. Do you think you can keep doing that over and over again if you have a proven system? Do you think that if you understood how to win for the first day, from your first day of investing to the rest of your career, if you understood systems and processes that worked from week 1, you could replicate it over and over and over again? Because that's exactly what I did. That's exactly what my students do. So many people, they think, oh, it's got to be insane because you're actually doing things. But if you know what you're doing, you can keep doing it over and over again. That's long-term growth. That's exponential, geometric, outperforming long-term growth. Now, secret number 1, the truth is with technical analysis. Those 2 words changed my life. You can set your investments up to make an average of 3 to 5 times more than you risk over and over and over again, day after day, week after week, month after month. Now, if you could just do that for a year, how do you think that would change your bank account? Do you think that could make you successful? Do you think you could get to that next level and say goodbye to the pains and to the suffering and to the harm that comes from the world you're trapped in now? From the individuals who are controlling your time and your day and your activities from the morning to night? Because that's exactly what it did for me. Secret number 2. How to trade like the Wolf of Wall Street with nothing more than a 4-function calculator. That's all you need to start investing. Many people think, many gamers think, I'm not good at technical stock trading or savvy investing. Let me share with you a quick story. You see, in school, I would always be trading in the middle of physics class, in the middle of science class. And some of you guys know I run a national blockchain advertising company. I started that company in the middle of physics class. See, if I would actually walk out of Spanish class to call my broker and tell him to sell my positions after they tripled. Because it was right at the opening bell. I would sit at home during the summer and I would literally just game after 3 hours of work. Because that's the only amount of time that you need. And the only tool that you need is how to actually use the calculator every morning, which is exactly what you're going to see. So here's our example, okay? I'm sitting in the middle of science class. In the middle of science class. Now, if I can make this trade in the middle of science class, do you think that you could do it on your own? Do you think you could actually have this investing success? Do you think you can make that first investment that could do it all for you? Here are just 2 simple trades. One of these on Bitcoin, one of these on Litecoin, another one I did on Dash. These trades made me 17% in 15 minutes. That's what most people expect after 2.5 years of investing by simply following the patterns and the setups that work. Now, how do you get into this? You say, well, let me show you. It's very, very, very simple, okay? You go and you pull up a calculator, okay? You get your calculator. And after you have your calculator, you figure out how much you want your position to be worth in dollars. And as soon as you have an idea in your mind, say you want your position to be $500, you take the price of the asset that you're investing in, and you do 500, which is your ideal position size, and you divide that by the price of the asset. So for Litecoin, we'll say maybe $80 at the time, okay? Then you get 6.25 shares. You push buy, and you wait for the money to come. That's it. All you need to do is take the amount of money that you want your position to be and divide by the price per share. So many people ask me, how many shares do you trade? How many shares do you put per position? That's bogus. That's the wrong way to do it. And that's why so many investors flop. So if you want to have success, all you need to do is do the simple 4-function math. And divide. If you guys can divide, can you guys divide? Can you divide simple numbers on a calculator? Because if you can divide, you can invest just like traders right on Wall Street. Just like the uber wealthy. How would you like to be just like the institutional investors that are doing this every single day with nothing more than a DI-84? That's exactly how you do it. And it all comes down to this simple calculator. Now, I'm sure you guys are excited about that. Now, some gamers, you might also think, I'm not good at money management. That's bogus. All right? You'll get good. I've given you guys a free guide as a bonus for getting your free RGB gaming mouse about how to be great at money management. You apply that, you'll be solid. I have so much more training on it. It's not a big deal. You can find just a little bit to start with, and you can crush it with that. Now, some other gamers, you might say, I'm not old enough to start investing. That's insane! And I hate it because I was stuck there for years. I was 15, 16, trying to figure out how I could actually enter the stock market. And for years, I had to do it through fake accounts. I had to pretend to be my parents. I had to pretend I was my mom just so I could enter financial markets. And then I learned that there were some secret accounts that actually let you invest as a minor without having to deal with the regulations and the crap and the chains that hold you down. Now, maybe you might say, I'm not prepared to start investing. Bullshit! Nobody's prepared to start investing. You need to start, and you will catch yourself as you fall out of the airplane. You start going hard, and you get the education, and you have the strategies. It doesn't matter where you're coming from because nobody's prepared. Nobody's ready. The only thing you can do is start. You might say, I'm not smart enough to trade stocks. That is bogus! So many of my students literally started with half a high school education. Are you telling me that you don't know how to do math on a calculator? Because that's the hardest thing that you're going to do. If you can get a 4-function calculator for $4 at Walmart, you have the mathematical capacity to invest just like institutional investors managing billions of dollars every single day. Now you might think, I'm not wealthy enough to buy stocks. That's bogus! You have to start somewhere. If you don't start, you'll never get to the next level. And no matter what you start with, you can make it to extreme levels of success. And I will show you that through case examples. But the point is that you must start somewhere because nobody's wealthy enough to buy stocks until they actually do it. The top 1% of this country control a vast majority of the wealth. Why? Because they own the assets. And if you can own the assets and invest in the companies and buy the stocks, you will become wealthy. That's the secret. Do you understand that? Do you think that if you could just get your hands on a couple of these companies and you could invest in a couple of these stocks, you could actually make an impact? You could actually start to grow your portfolio? You could actually start to succeed in investing and really pump up your bank account? Because that's the strategy. That's the point of all of it. Now here's the truth. I'll hand you the top 1% of secret strategies that took me years of experience and thousands of trades to discover. So you can simply do what really works and ignore the crap on the side of the road that everybody else is pampering. Does that make sense? Do you get this? Now here's secret number 3. This is the big one. How to find the top 1% of stocks that attract 80% of gains with a simple Google search. Do you have access to Google? Can you use Google? Because if you can do that, you can succeed. Secret number 3. Some gamers say, I don't know how to find the right stocks to invest in to create stellar returns. Let me explain. See, let's go live, and I want to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about here, and precisely what you can do. So here's the secret, okay? You go to Google, and you type in 2 simple words that changed my life. Pre-market gainers. You go, and you click the first thing that comes up when you look up pre-market gainers. I do this every single morning at 9 o'clock. And then I find the top gaining stocks. We find the top gaining stocks. And all we have to do now is open up our trading platform. This one is called Thinkorswim. It's by TD Ameritrade. Not a big deal. There are many, many to use. I know a lot of investors that use many different platforms. This is one that I love. You go to your trading platform that lets you look at the stocks. And you find the first one here that has the biggest gain from the pre-market. And you freaking look at that company and you apply technical indicators to it. Let me give you an example on CNST. I've never heard of this company in my life. And it doesn't matter because all you need to do is know the principles of investing and figure out which button to click to buy and which button to click to sell. What was the ticker? It was CNST. Okay? Now let me show you a secret, okay? You zoom out and you start trading this stock. You look at freaking insane! This stock opened today at $18 and it had a high of $45. You're literally more than doubling your money in a single day. This is the kind of growth that people expect with decades of investing. And all you have to do is freaking buy the top 1% of stocks. This company absolutely crushed it. Do I think they're the only one? No way. I think they're the only one. This is just one example. Can you imagine? Do you see this trade? Do you think that you could make an investment like this? Do you think you could figure out, okay, well, I guess it's going up. I guess it's the number one company. Do you think if you bought this stock at $19, you would make a profit today? Do you think that if the stock literally doubled, you could make a profit? Do you think you could hold it through as it goes up and up? And let me show you how this would look, all right? You break up here, you get in, it goes up and up and up and up and up because everybody pays attention to the top gaining stocks. Let me show you another one. Get back to our screen here. We see this one was insane, absolutely berserk, and all you have to do is sit here for about an hour and you'll make what takes others decades. Let's go to the next one. What's the next one? Usually I like to see pretty high amounts of volume. This one looks like it's got some solid volume, maybe not as much as the original, but that's okay. All we do is we type in the little letters that represent the company. We zoom out and we try to figure out if this is going to be a good trade or not. Now here's a secret, this little red line right here. As soon as the stock goes below this red line, you get out. This was obviously not the best trade because it went below this red line. Not a big deal. Let's go to the next one. Big fan of OESX. That's a lot of volume. That's a big percent gain. Unfortunately, this company doesn't look like it has a lot of particularly strong growth. If it goes below the red line, you sell. This one went below the red line, so we didn't get into it. Let's look on to the next one. HP. They're a freaking huge company. Usually, you don't trade huge companies. We'll look at 3 more stocks here because I want you guys to understand the power of just having the one right investment. This one obviously didn't do very well. It went below the red line. You don't get it in if it goes below the red line. Let's look at the next one. Go to AYR. Exact same thing. It's just doing the same thing over and over and over again. This company stayed very flat. Obviously wasn't a particularly great trade here because they were just at the same price all day. So we go to the next one. And then we just go down this list more and more. You want to find stocks that are priced last closing price between 20 cents and $25. And then you want to see stocks that have a minimum volume on average of 50,000 shares traded. And then you find the shit like CNST that absolutely crushes it, and you get your ass in that position and you make the profit from the trade. Absolutely insane. Do you think you could double your money on a stock like this? Because these are companies that are popping up every single day. Every single day I go to this website, and every single day I am amazed at what I find, at what my colleagues find, what my students find, and what my colleagues, everybody that I work with, they find the most amazing things possible by simply trading what is already basically stood up in the air, risen their hand for the morning, and said, I am a stock that is going to do very, very, very well today. I am going to be a really, really good stock. And then it freaking doubles in a day. It's insane. No, I'm not saying that you have to double your money every day. But what if you could just make 50% a day? What if you could just make 15% a day? What if you could just make 10% a day? What if you could just make 5% a day? How would that compound? I'll tell you a secret. I know exactly how that compound. It's because I've gone through the exact same process. I want to show you guys another secret. Just before we get back to the presentation, you look up compound interest calculator. All right, now if we think that we're gonna make 5% a day, and we start with $1,000, and we do it for 200 days out of the year, how much do you think our portfolio will grow? $17.3 million. Now, I'm not saying that's guaranteed. I'm not saying these are typical. What I'm saying is that you can crush it if you know how to make money. By doing the right trades, by making the right investments, and by moving to the right part of the market, the 1% of the market that attracts 80% of gains. Here's a few other trades. Stellar Lumens, XLM, this company freaking quintupled. Here's another example. Visa, this company tripled. Here's another example. 1-800-Flowers, this company tripled. Plus another couple percentage points, which is really nice. Some people also think, I don't know how to actually get into a position. It doesn't matter. All you need to do is push buy. I'll walk you right through it. I'll hold your hand. You can say goodbye to those fears. And you can sit and happy and know that it is all right there in front of you. The possibility is right there. Now you might think you don't know how to submit your orders at the right time. That's not important at the beginning. I'll show you the exact strategies that'll tell you exactly where to get in, so you know where to buy and where to sell to actually capture the most profit possible. On a stock that doubles, you should easily make your money by just getting in and out at the right time. Now, some people might say, I don't know how to get out of the stock at the right time, in at the right time. It's okay. It doesn't matter, because you can follow the systems, you can follow the setups, and you can follow the secrets of the uber wealthy and just model what they do when they succeed, and you'll succeed as well. Now, some investors, they say, I don't know how to allocate my money for maximum growth. Maybe some gamers say, I don't know how to allocate my money so that I can make it work the right way for me. It's okay. It's not a big deal. We can work through it. As a group, I have a question for you. If you could invest in the market, and for every $50 you put in, you get $70 back, how much is your investment budget? It's infinite! Doesn't matter where you start if you can figure out how to actually crush it. The allocation will come as you start to invest. Now, some investors, they say, I don't know how to protect myself from losing cash. All you have to do is set a price level where you are out of the trade. And every single technical setup that I use and that I teach and that my students apply comes with a guaranteed stop loss to leverage your positions so you have radical upside and minimal downside in all situations. See, here's the truth. You can peer into the depths of Wall Street every single day with a simple Google search before the opening bell to uncover what insiders are scooping up in anticipation of massive growth. Now, let me ask you a question. We saw a stock today that was $20, and hundreds or tens of thousands of people bought it, which is the equivalent of hundreds of thousands of dollars in a 10-hour period of time before the market opens. Now, if hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars are flowing into a company before the stock market even opens, Do you think that that's a solid company to keep your eye on for the day? Do you think that you could make a little bit just by investing like the other people are, just by investing like the wealthy are, just by investing like the hedge funds are? Do you think you can make that work? Do you think you could apply it? Do you think that you could have success copying the exact same assets that the uber wealthy are investing in? Now let me ask you a question. Are you enjoying this webinar so far? Are you enjoying this workshop? What do you think? I'm sure you didn't think you were going to get into something like this when you decided to get an RGB gaming mouse. But I'll tell you what, I know I can change your life because I've seen it happen. What we've covered so far. Secret number 1, how to learn the same information as a 4th-year college senior in finance in under a month. Secret number 2, how to calculate and trade like the Wolf of Wall Street with nothing more than a 4-function calculator. Secret number 3, how to find the top 1% of stocks that attract 80% of gains with a simple Google search. So my question for you is, do you want to take things to the next level? Do you want to ascend? And do you want to move into your financial future and secure the desires and the dreams and the outcomes that you want? Because I'll tell you what, I'm only here for you. I'm only here to help you. I could trade all day, every day, and be happy, 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 happy. But my goal is to have a bigger impact. My goal is to build real savings and retirements for masses of people. And I know that gamers are the best at doing it because that's exactly where I started. I want to introduce to you the 9 to Noon Secrets book. 9 to Noon Secrets is all about helping you build real savings and retirements so you can spend your time playing games and create your own flexible work hours, yet still bring in big bucks in less than 30 days without posting thousands of YouTube videos or streaming 14 hours a day on Twitch or wasting time and money on crap that doesn't work. Now I have a question for you. Is it okay if I spend a little bit of time telling you a little bit more about 9 to Noon and some exclusive bonuses in this package? Is that okay? I want to have your permission before I move on, because I know that if I have your permission, I can change your life. Here's what you're going to get when you invest in 9 to Noon today. First thing you're going to get in the book are my top 12 most profitable technical setups to multiply returns and slash downside. You're going to get the exact setups that are used daily by millionaires and billionaires alike to create insane returns. You're going to get the proven investment strategies, the investment systems institutional investors use to generate $50,000 a day personally. I've seen this with my own 2 eyes, and it is insane to see one human being make a year's salary in 2 hours. Now you're also going to get the proven technical indicators that took me years to uncover, going through tons and tons, hundreds of these things that are just total crap. You're going to get the ones that work. I'm going to teach you exactly, and you're going to learn exactly how to break down trades, and you're going to get actual breakdowns on how to implement this knowledge immediately. You're going to learn how to stop handing over all your profits to the government through crap taxes. And you're going to learn how to overcome the top 7 reasons most new investors fail. But wait, there's more! I'm going to wait for a little bit. I'm going to calm down for a little bit because I want you to understand exactly what you're getting in this package. And I want you to really comprehend all the work that's gone into this. So give me a sec. I'm going to sit down. I'm actually going to go to the studio. We're going to go back to the studio. I'm going to show you exactly what you're going to get. Let me get some water. All right. So here's exactly what you're going to get when you order your copy of 9 to Noon today. Now, the first thing you're going to get when you invest in your copy of 9 to Noon today is a digital version of the Stock Market Secrets Masterclass
that I've gone through so many times in local seminars. I actually recorded one of the best local events I went through with students, with clients alike, with adults, with kids, that they used to then go out there and start investing in the market. Now the Stock Market Secrets Video Masterclass is about a $297 value. This course gives you the keys to master the concepts in 9 to noon right away. It'll let you start implementing the secret investment strategies outlined in the book today, so you can start profiting now. And it'll let you spend less time worrying about how to start investing and more time doing what you love. Now, on top of the Stock Market Secrets Video Masterclass, I actually want to give you all 117 plus full HD detailed graphs, images, charts, technical setups, all the pictures from the book, completely yours, $497 value, totally free. This graphic learning sequence makes it simple to understand all the graphs, technicals, and setups in 9 to noon. It'll let you understand and apply the knowledge in the book fast, and it'll jumpstart your portfolio to vastly outperform Wall Street gurus. Now, on top of the Stock Market Secrets exclusive seminar recordings and all 117 plus full color images from 9 to noon, which is in black and white, I also want to gift you 34 plus wealth building book review. This video library leverages hundreds of hours of my time and will make it simple for you to identify the wealth building books that will change your life. I've read all these books and I want you to shortcut your learning time to mastery so you can just pick the ones out that have the most application for you while also getting the actual underlying overall concepts from each book. This will save you literally hundreds of hours of research time that you can now spend with your family instead. Now, as a very, very special bonus, if you act now, on top of the Stock Market Secrets live training, and all of the charts and graphs and amazing depictions and images in 9 to noon, plus those 34 plus book review videos and that exclusive library, I also want to give you access to Mike's Investment Secrets, an interview I did with President and CEO of Catalyst Academy, Mr. Mike Sass. He's a very accomplished personal finance nonprofit leader who helps thousands of teachers and other low-income individuals learn more about their finances, their investments, and start to succeed in their lives. This interview makes it easy for you to jumpstart your investment portfolio fast with a simple step-by-step process. It'll allow you to hit the ground running and start multiplying your money today. And it'll allow you to enjoy your free time knowing that your investments are generating passive income for you. So you're gonna get the Stock Market Secrets Masterclass Seminar, you're gonna get all 117 plus high quality images from 9 to noon, you're gonna get the exclusive video library of 34 plus book reviews that I've created for you, you're gonna get Mike Sass's Stock Market Secrets exclusive interview, and as a very special bonus, you're going to get instant access to Ross Cameron's Investing Secrets. Because now Ross is a very special individual who went from $583 in investment account to $1 million in just a few short years. This interview is the secret to geometrically scale your investments with minimal time commitment. Ross turned $583 into $1 million plus, and he's gonna share all of that on this interview. This is going to allow you to stop relying on others for wealth and generate income on demand. You're going to take the reins and regain control of your financial future. So you're going to get the Stock Market Secrets live action seminar at $297 value, minimum, yours completely free. You're going to get the full collection and span of all the images in 9 to noon, a $497 value, yours completely free. You're also going to get instant access to the 34 plus top wealth building book review video library, $697 value, yours completely free. You're also going to get Mike Sass's Investment Secrets, the interview with the man himself, the leader in the personal finance space, an $897 value, yours completely free. You're gonna get Ross Cameron's Investing Secrets, a $1297 value, yours completely free. And as very, very, very special final bonus, you're actually going to get my portfolio. This is the portfolio I originally created that doubled in 2 years and has stemmed all of my growth and development in the swing trading space with quality long-term investments. I created this about a year after I started learning about personal finance and investing, and you're gonna learn the exact positions that were in it. This real-world performance asset is your solution to decode the metrics and principles behind a winning portfolio. It'll let you stop guessing what successful investors do and simply mimic what works now. It'll let you fire your financial advisor and construct a portfolio that would make him jealous. So again, you're gonna get the Stock Market Secrets full seminar. You're gonna get all the images from 9 to noon. You're gonna get the exclusive book review collection. You're gonna get the interview with Mike Sass. You're gonna get the interview with Ross Cam. You're gonna get my portfolio, a $24.97 value minimum. And as your very final special bonus, I'm actually gonna take you in under my wing and bring you into my Portfolio Secrets video masterclass. This course is your key to actually understand what makes an investor get into a winning position and how to continually succeed with lifelong wealth and growth. It's gonna show you the exact steps I went to create every single individual position in my winning portfolio, why I was in those positions, and what made me get out of those positions. And in the end, it's gonna let you come inside of my head so that you can completely remove any barriers that would stop you from investing immediately and start generating the income you desire, and stop letting money just flow away from you when it should be attracting towards you. A $4,997 value. A total value of $11,179. And as a very special last time bonus for new clients only, there's nowhere else on the internet, I'm actually going to give you exclusive access to the back-end implementation weekly training sessions for the 9 to noon secrets members area. It's a really powerful program, and you're going to get so much more information on it once you grab your free copy of the book today. And you're going to get a totally free 30-day trial into that, and after that it's just less than a penny an hour. You see the full pricing over there, but it's less than a penny an hour. It's ridiculously cheap, and the whole goal of that is to get you to a millionaire with weekly implementation coaching. And you're gonna get all the bonus video trainings and everything that you could need to be successful. So a very powerful final bonus there on top of the whole stack of value that you're getting earlier.
How does that sound? Now here's some proof about what people are saying about 9 to noon on Amazon.com. Tony Lambert. A must read for all kinds of investors. Amazing for day trading and long-term everyday investing, from tax to portfolio diversification to bonds. Everything you could need to succeed. It's right here in this book, along with strategies, tactics, all the ground in a readable and understandable format. You're gonna get every single item that you could need to succeed, even if you don't think you're ready for it. I'll take you by the hand and I will give you everything you could possibly need. I'll walk you exactly through the system, exactly through the process, and show you exactly how you can say goodbye to those fears, say goodbye to that pain, and say hello to your successful self. Who's this work for? This works for gamers who want to spend a little time making money, a lot of money, and a lot of time playing games. This works for employees who want to make more than their job could ever pay them. This works for hustlers who want to stop being controlled by others and be the boss so that you can actually do what you love in life. This works for students who want to make some cash working their own schedule. Forget that time slot. Forget 2-week notices. Forget the pain of being trapped under another being. This works for professionals who want to scale their wealth to sky-high levels better than any advisor guru could ever dream of. My mom, she asked me to manage some of her portfolio after a couple of years of investing, and I quintupled the return of her financial advisor that she was paying tens of thousands of dollars per year in under a month. Number one reason why people don't get started. You might be thinking you can't start because you don't have the money to set aside for investing in the market. Good news! You can start with as little as $0 and just start mastering the process through quality education that will get you the money. You don't have to start at $1 million. You don't need a PhD to just get started. With these tools, you'll be able to immediately implement what you learn in 9 to noon. And these bonuses will allow you to discover the secrets to building lifelong assets and uncover which financial markets work and which ones flop, so that you know exactly where to allocate your money. You'll reveal the secrets of proper diversification and finally stop bleeding cash to bogus inflation. You'll see technical setups and indicators live and learn how to actually use them. And you'll be able to easily identify whether a company is a good or a bad buy in under 30 seconds. How cool is that? How would that feel? I go to this investment club every week, and these guys have teams of 7 people, and they spend 16 hours preparing an investment, and yet I'm able to accurately understand every single stock they pitch in under 30 seconds. How powerful would that be? How much of a game changer would that be if you could just freaking know? Because I can get you there in just 30 days. With these tools, you can get rid of any sort of financial advisor charging you tons of fees. 90% of my clients know that they're saving literally hundreds of thousands of dollars in fees that they would otherwise be paying to bogus investment advisors on Wall Street who are simply there to take your money. With these tools, you can get rid of years of labor trying to figure out this crap on your own, because it's a lot of work to sit through there every single day, putting in 10, 15, 16-hour days trying to learn and master this stuff versus just implementing it for a few hours a day. You can throw away any outdated finance books that you have on mediocre investing that tell you how to do standard average market returns and get that crap out. You can totally forget the stress of not knowing where your investments will go tomorrow, because you can close your trades whenever you want and you have downside protection every single time. Imagine, do you think you could succeed if you knew exactly how much your downside was 100% of the time? Do you think you could succeed if you knew exactly where your positions would go over the course of the week, of the month, of the year? You think you could decide to win and go to bed happy at night knowing that your wealth is growing faster than 99% of all other investors? With these tools, you can get rid of the agony and pain over failed stocks or bad information. I remember when Nvidia went up 20% because I left my phone in that car and I went back and got it. I was crying that night, emotionally destroyed because of the pain. I don't want you guys to have to experience that. I don't want you to have to experience that. I don't want you to go through that pain. I don't want you to go through that suffering. You shouldn't have to break a tear over an investment in the stock market. Now, I didn't know how to find the top investments with under 15 minutes of research time. So I had to find a way to succeed for myself. And it took me years to do it. The time and the money you're going to save here. First things first, you don't have to research every single market data provider out there. Take me forever to do. You don't have to start off with no knowledge whatsoever like I did. It's a terrible place to be. It sucks. You can stop struggling to understand top setups with live breakdowns. If somebody had shown me this, it would have made me tens of hundreds of thousands of dollars and saved me so much pain, so much loss. And I've seen it in my students as they have success because they don't have to go through the first 80% of bogus to get to the 20% that actually works. Now, time and money saved, you also will never have to get on the phone with a broker or an advisor again. I remember making so many bogus calls, trying to figure stuff out, trying to actually make orders, literally losing money as I'm on the phone sitting with the broker, telling them to sell, telling them to get out. They don't listen because they were bad and they were crap, and I show you how to avoid that shit. You won't have to go through years of college to learn the slow way and learn the crappy way and learn the way that will literally not even allow you to invest in stocks. I know PhDs, and they've literally never even bought a stock. Now you might be thinking, I can't invest in stocks because I don't have the time or the wherewithal. That's not a problem because you can actually manage your portfolio with just a few hours of time each month and still crush market returns. I have investors that have taught, and they literally work 3 hours a month and they make 10% a month, and they absolutely crush standard market returns. Some of my recent trades that took less than an hour of research time made upwards of 75%. That's what people spend 10 years trying to do in the market. Now, let me ask you a question. If you could do just half of that, if you could make 35% over and over and over again, if you could do just half of that, maybe you could make like 20%, maybe you could make 15%. If you could just do that over and over and over, and you could compound and compound and compound and grow and grow and grow, do you think you could have financial success if you can keep adding zeros to your bank account over and over and over again? If you can keep multiplying your bank account by 2 over and over and over again, it's not a tough process. All you're doing is literally scaling and scaling and scaling. If you could do that, do you think you'd be successful? Do you think that would be a good thing? Do you think you could really, really do it with that? Now you might be thinking, you can't start investing because you don't have money. That's not an issue, and it will hold you back from success because even the smallest investment today can mean big bucks tomorrow if you master the simple concept of compound growth. I don't care what you're starting with. If you just have a little bit of money to invest, it doesn't matter how much you're starting with, because the most important thing you can do is to start. Time is on your side. Percent returns are on your side. This graph shows how you can make millions of dollars with average market returns. Can you imagine what your portfolio would be like if you could double the market? If you could triple the market? Because I'll tell you a secret. It's not linear. It's exponential. What if you could make this much in literally just a couple of years? By leveraging quality, outperforming investments over and over and over again. It doesn't have to take 50 years. It doesn't have to take 20 years. It doesn't have to take 10 years. It all depends on you. But it never starts to grow, and you'll never have this growth curve unless you start investing the right way. I want to show you one of my students, Kyle. He talked just about this concept.
Hey guys, it's Kyle Smith, one of John's friends from high school, and I just want to recommend the book 9 to Noon. It's a great book if you're looking to get into the learning how to do the stock market and learning how to build wealth over time. It really helped me understand the concept of compounding interest and building your wealth over long-term investments. And also it helps you learn how to analyze charts through technical analysis and how you can become a day trader. It's really great stuff, so make sure to check it out, 9 to Noon.
How cool is that? Can you imagine the growth you could have if you start investing when you're young? Now you might be thinking you can't buy your first stock or build your own outperforming portfolio because that's a Wall Street job for super rich and educated people. But let me ask you a question. Does this look like a Wall Street man? This is just like you. He's just like you and me. He's just like anyone. If you could be like that, do you think you could start investing? If you could be just an average guy, do you think you could start to get into your first assets? Do you think you could start to invest in your first stocks? Do you think you could start to move into your realm of success just like Kyle did? Do you think you could build your first portfolio just like Kyle did? Do you think you could actually have the growth that you want? Because I think you could. Wouldn't it be awesome if you could start and just have the right footing and be like you're jumping off a cliff, but I'm giving you a jetpack so that you can actually go the right way? And you might be thinking about this crap. You might be having these false beliefs, but that's okay. Because it's not true for you at all. Because all you need is the 20% of information that will net you 80% of the results. Now, I know I have that 20%, and I'll tell you why. Because the moment that 9 to Noon was published, it became an instant global new release bestseller. Number 73 in the planet. The bottom line, I had to go through thousands of academic papers and years of investments in thousands of stocks to learn and master the information. But you won't have to, because I'm giving you 9 to Noon. I had to go through years of research and investing to build my own portfolios with proven secret stocks. These are the same ones I give my clients that are absolutely crushing it. But you won't have to, because I'm giving you the code that successful investors follow. I'm giving you all of the secrets so you can simply mimic what works now and construct a portfolio that makes your friends jealous. How cool would it be to be the only person that actually understands this stuff and that can actually create tons and tons and tons of cash with very little time, very little work? It's all mental, and it's all scalable, and it's all you. Now, obviously, I'm not going to go and charge you the real value of $11,176. But I have a question for you. If I did charge you that, and all it did was show you exactly how to generate more cash than 99% of investors, and radically limit your downside, will this package be worth it to you? If all this did was help you start saving for your 7, 8, or 9-figure retirement, would it be worth $11,176? Of course, right? That's puny compared to the growth. If all this did was let you make 10% more on a $1,000 investment over and over and over again, would it be worth $11,176? If you could make that into $100,000, into $1 million, would that be worth it? Of course. It's a puny investment. If all this did was show you how to make scalable, triple-digit percent returns with 1 or 2 simple, secret, technical setups, would it be worth $11,176? Of course it would be. Lost way more than that in individual positions figuring out this crap. If you could just save that and take that leap and jump past the failures, do you think you could have the success? If you could go past where everyone else falls off and where everybody else quits, do you think you could have that success? Of course, right? What would it be worth to you if you were able to build real savings and retirement so you could actually spend your time playing games? How about if you could create your own flexible work hours yet still bring in big bucks? What would that be worth to you? What would control over your time, control over your family, control over your life be worth to you? Now I'm giving you a very, very, very special discount today because you stay with me till the end of this powerful workshop and you're a new RGB Gaming Plus client. Now 9 to Noon, it retails on Amazon for $35. It's an international bestseller. Now today, you're going to get the entire 9 to Noon Secrets package. And you're not going to pay $11,176. You're not going to pay $8,176. You're not going to pay $5,176. You're not going to pay $2,176. You're not going to pay $176 even. You're not even going to pay the $35 that it regularly costs without any of the bonuses. Because you're here today, now, you're going to get everything you see here. The Stock Market Secrets Video Masterclass. All of the colored images in 9 to Noon. All of the 34 wealth building book reviews. All of Mike Sass's investing secrets. All of Ross Cameron's investing secrets. My portfolio. And the Portfolio Secrets Video Masterclass. A total value of $11,176. And if you want to get your financial future on the right path, and if you want to start building real savings and retirements, this is the complete package I spent thousands of hours laboring over for your immediate and total success in the powerhouse American economy the moment you submit your secure order. You have 365 days starting now. Do you accept? Will you snag your copy of 9 to Noon for free? I'm literally giving this away to you. That's the link. Go there. Change your life. You've got two choices. You can keep standing there, keep sitting there, go to sleep tonight, lay down in your bed, and think about all this stock stuff, and think about the stock market, and think about investing, and say, gee, I sure wish I knew how to do that. I sure wish I could leverage my cash, multiply my returns, and crush it in the market. Wouldn't that be great? Well, I guess I'll just go to sleep now, and I'll be like normal people, and I'll have that average life, and I'll just sit around, and I'll wake up tomorrow morning, I'll start cooking my eggs, and while I'm cooking my eggs, I'll be thinking about all the money I could be making flipping stocks instead of flipping eggs, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to go back Humpty-Dory, work 10 hours a day, come back home at night, have no fun, never be able to dedicate my time to passionate gaming, never love what I love. I'd be trapped like everybody else. Or you can make the right choice and get started now for free and uncover the real secrets of the uber wealthy. I've literally gotten rid of the price objection. You have no excuses not to buy this book. All I ask is you take the first step and you go and you request your free copy. Now here's my, if you can read, you can invest. Ironclad. Triple your money back guarantee. Now if 9 to Noon Secrets doesn't help you with exactly how to build real savings and retirements so you can spend your time playing games and create your own flexible work hours, yet still bring in big bucks without posting thousands of YouTube videos or streaming 14 hours a day on Twitch or wasting time and money on crap that doesn't work. Or if somehow it doesn't show you how to generate more cash from scalable investments than your job could ever pay you. Or if it doesn't take you by the hand, step by step, to build up enough lifelong assets so you can live off the gains and never be trapped under dirty money, unsolvable wealth, and flustering problems again. Or if it fails to help you shortcut your investing success by leveraging years of mistakes and lessons, then I will send you a prompt, no questions asked. Triple your money back PayPal transfer for the triple, the tiny shipping charge you pony up today. And I'll let you keep your free copy of 9 to Noon for your time so you can use it for the rest of your life and have a full calendar year for 365 days to put my claims and information to the test. This is a 1-year, triple your money back, ironclad guarantee. You don't even have to send anything back. Just email me or call the number on your receipt, and I'll give you back triple your money with no questions asked. Does that sound fair? I want you to understand exactly what that means. This is what it looks like to triple your money. I know, because it was one of my first investments, and it did go well at the beginning, but I made it work because I learned how to trade. I got in this investment, and it went up 255.81% in a year. This is what most people wait literally decades to achieve. And yet, when you can understand the simple setups, this is literally the exact same downward wedge it was on Nvidia stock. The exact same. And that's just one of the many, many insane setups that can change your life. Because you're just one asset away. Could you imagine? Could you get in a trade like this? Hell, you don't even have to get in a trade like this. All you have to do is get your free copy. And then what do you think is going to happen? You can literally triple your money instantly without even having to invest. And if you can actually apply this, and you can scale it, and do trades like this over and over and over again, and buy a stock at $10, sell it at $30, over and over and over again, with literally just a couple of hours of work, that would change everything. The real question is it worth gambling a few minutes of your time to check this out? Even if it only does half of what I've claimed today, it will pay for itself as soon as in less than 30 days. Are you getting this? Are you excited? Do you understand the value? Do you understand the opportunity? Here's the deal. I'm giving you this for free, but time is of the essence. And here's why. We've only printed 100 exclusive free copies of this book. And when they're gone, they're gone. They're sitting in the corner of my dorm right next to me at Georgia Tech, waiting to get into the hands of investors ready to make bank in one of the most historically volatile markets ever, which means the most potential for you. If this presentation, if this page, if this offer is still here, then it is live, but I reserve the right to pull it down at any time for new clients. If I run out of books, you're going to have to buy it on Amazon. You're not going to get the bonuses. As of this session, there are only 93 fresh blue copies left sitting in my dorm. I had to go through an entire year of writing to distill down everything I know about personal finance and investing into this simple essence. Can you imagine the pain and the suffering of literally spending 30 hours a weekend writing a book, and then 6 to 7 hours a day on top of school, on top of cross country? I literally did nothing for a year but write this book. But you won't have to, because I'm giving you the total package you need to succeed in the next 30 days. This is going to make it faster and easier for you to escape the pains of long work hours, mean bosses, or irritating jobs that you are simply below your pay grade. Not to mention the 9 to Noon Become a Millionaire weekly active implementation video coaching program that you will get exclusive access to as a new client that is absolutely priceless and will take you from anywhere to millionaire. You might be thinking you can't have success in investing because you don't know what you're doing with the small amount of money you have. The truth is, even the smallest investment, when placed in the right position, can turn you into a massive success. Here's an example with Verge and Stellar Lumens. In Verge, this investment went up 3,000% in a month. With Stellar Lumens, I got in this investment and went up 4,122% in 2 months. How insane is that? How much growth could you have? What if you could just do half of that? What if you could just do 1/10 of that? Do you think that you could succeed if you could just do 1% of that? Of course you could. Do you see how this can work for you? Are you understanding how this can change everything? Here's everything that you're getting free. All the colored images from the book. The whole Stock Market Secrets Masterclass. All of Mike Sass's investment secrets. All the wealth building book reviews. All of Ross Cameron's investing secrets. My portfolio. The Portfolio Secrets Masterclass. An $11,176 value. Yours completely free because you are a new RGB Gaming Plus client and you made it to the end of this very special workshop. How awesome is that? How cool is that? Look, I don't know how else I can spell this out for you guys. Go to that URL. Get your free copy. It will change your life. I don't care where you're starting from. I see people go from literally homeless to investing in assets and building real savings and retirements with their own investments. They create their own wealth. They let them to grow. And let me show you exactly what's going to happen when you order your free copy of 9 to Noon.
I'm gonna take my tie off. We're gonna actually loosen up, and I wanna, for those of you who are ordering right now, I wanna take you through the process, and I wanna show you exactly what's gonna happen when you order your free copy of 9 to Noon right now. This is, where I'm at college. This is my hallway, room 3.14. So that's really, really fun. And you can see right here we have a very limited supply of these books. Is not, once we're out, we're out. There's only a couple of these in my dorm. But we're gonna grab your copy and we're gonna put it in an envelope, your book in the envelope, and we're actually gonna go over to the elevator and we're gonna go down the elevator. It's gonna be super cool. And we're gonna go over to the post office. Then what'll happen is I'll come out home, I'll have my big box of books. This is Woodruff North, this is where I live. Over here, really fun on West Campus, which is the freaking coolest place ever. And so you come out here, I'll have my whole box, everyone's got their books. I'm gonna walk right over there over to the bus station where I'm gonna actually get on the bus, start going towards Central Campus so that I can put them in the mail for you and get everything shipped out. The instant that you fill out that form right over there, let me know exactly where to ship your book and it will be a reality. I'll be coming out of my home right there and we're gonna go ship it off and I'll tell you that journey right now. And then what I'll do is I'll actually get on a bus with your books and a books of a bunch of other people, get everyone together, get a whole little box, and I'll go over to the post office right in the middle of campus. So what I'll do is I'll get on the bus just like this one right behind me. So I'm gonna get on that one right now and we can see how the journey looks. So it's really cool stuff. It's really just a way of transportation so that once you get there, you're absolutely crushing it and you can use that so that you get your book quick. Actually the bus left, so I'll walk there with you because apparently we have missed the bus. I'm gonna go sprint up to it and I'll catch you guys when we get to Central Campus. Now once we actually make it over here to the shipping building, it's the coolest place ever. They call it the Student Center. It's right behind this awesome waterfall thing. We're gonna get here, we're gonna ship out your books. It's the coolest place ever because you've given the USPS and they just drop it off and puts it right in the mail with your information, everything's secure. Boatloads of books, like in my arm, just like carrying tons and tons of books for you guys. And I'm gonna show you exactly where we're gonna drop off your package and ship off your book the instant you fill in your order by putting your information on that form right over there. We're gonna go in that door right there and I'm gonna show you exactly what happens on the inside. And then we're gonna come inside here, super, super cool. We go over to the USPS post office where I have your pre-printed package label. It's about $3.27 to actually print these labels out. They're gonna ship your books. So you do some math here. I think you guys can figure out we're not making a whole lot of money. Actually, I'm losing money shipping this book. But it's super awesome. Here's the post office. This is exactly where your package will be sent out immediately. Instantly you process your order. It's going to be the coolest thing ever. So fill out the form over there and get it going.
I don't know what else to tell you. Go out there, apply it, absolutely crush it, snag your copy, do the most amazing thing you could ever do for yourself, and change absolutely everything for yourself, your family, your time, your energy, your emotions, your effort. Anything you want is in your grasp, and it's totally free. All you have to do is open up your browser, go to this website, 9toninsecrets.com, okay? All I need to know is where to send your free copy of this book. I'll get it out to you in less than 7 days, all right? Very simple process. All you do is let me know where to send it. It's just like what you did with this mouse. Not difficult whatsoever. Alright? Just insert your information and make it happen. Bam! That's all you have to do to change your life. Just help me out with the shipping and we'll make it happen. And I will literally take you under my wing in the behind the scenes implementation coaching program and give you everything you could need to succeed. It's all right here. I'm literally giving it to you for free. I even freaking recorded this thing for you so that you wouldn't have to actually read it. So just submit your order and you will be out there crushing it. That's all you have to do. It'll take you to your confirmation page and you'll be set. That's the deal. That's the strategy. That's everything that you're going to get. Totally for free. All right? If you guys have any questions about this, any questions about starting your order, look, just go to 90 Noon Secrets and jump in and do it, because the most successful individuals are the ones that just actually make it work and succeed, okay? Go out there, do it, and if you need any help, all you have to do is just let me know. Send me some information. My contact information is right below this page on the RGB Gaming Plus order confirmation. It's got my email address. It's got our support address. Everything you need to succeed is in your grasp right now. Just send me it. If you have any questions, don't hesitate. Reach out. Let me know. Just get it in your hands. I need you guys to get this book because I know it will change your life. All right? Thank you guys so much for becoming new clients. Go out there, apply it, absolutely crush it. You're going to do amazing. It will change everything. And I cannot wait for you to be my next testimonial, my next success story, my next winner. This is all for you. This is all for you. None of this is for me. Everything here is for you, okay? I want you guys to say goodbye to your old fears, all right? Because literally, if you only got my portfolio, you could literally start your own hedge fund. If you only got this Portfolio Secrets Masterclass, you would be off to the races. I'm giving you this plus everything plus 9 to do. I want you guys to understand what I'm asking you for here is literally next to nothing, okay? It's like, what, less than a penny an hour for the access program. And the book is free, all right? Money, the cool thing about money is money replenishes. Money comes back every single month. Money comes back. Money comes back every single time you get a paycheck, okay? It doesn't matter, you know, what happens at work or what happens at home, what happens at your job. Everything comes back. Money comes back. I mean, replenishes easily over time. It doesn't matter what you're doing. And here's the deal, okay? Information alone will not get you the success you need. You need to have a system. You need to have a guide. You need to have a walkthrough. You need to have a real way to make it happen. I want you to walk out of this empowered to succeed. I want you to leave knowing that you are strong, that you can do it, okay? Money is good. Money is just a means of exchange. All right, what I'm asking you for today, this tiny investment for shipping, this little tiny little ass to pony up, it's a good thing. You go to the grocery store and you give them money and they give you food. That is a great, great, great transaction. All I'm asking you to do is give me a little bit of money so I can ship you out this book. It literally costs me upwards of $12 to ship you out this book. I'm asking you for $7 to ship it to you. I literally lose money shipping it to you because I know that it will change your life. Now, here's the deal. You can either do it now or you can do it later. All right, so like you're going to at one point in your life have to start worrying about building your retirements and learning how to invest and start putting away money in the stock market if you ever want to stop being trapped under somebody else or trapped in a workplace that's toxic or trapped in a job that's forcing you to do things that you just don't want to do, or if you ever just want to stop working for others. At one point in time, you're going to need to retire. And when you start going on that process, you need to have an investment plan. You need to have a strategy and a system, or you're just going to have crap returns that are actually going to destroy your lifelong wealth. So it's either you start now and you start making money now and you scale your returns now and you make more money now than most people ever do, or you do it later and you use the same strategies but you make less money because you have less time to invest. It's not a question of if, it's just a question of when. And the earlier that you start, the more money that you make. That's the power. My goal here is to help you break old habits. We need to get out of the mindset of failure. Get out of the mindset of scarcity. Get out of the mindset of working and trading hours for dollars, and learn instead to use scalable leverage stock systems to absolutely crush it in any investment economy, in any situation, in any world. All right? Does that make sense? Are you guys getting that? Because I want you to break away from what most people do, which is just be broke for their whole lives. And I want you to go out there and succeed because that's my passion. That's what I care about. That's the dream. The only thing you can have is money or excuses. And I'm sure there are plenty of excuses as to why the stock market's dangerous. Oh, the 2008 crash. Oh, the dot-com bubble. I know everyone that's been through those financial crises, and they've walked out of them billionaires because they simply understood the right way to invest. And they made tons and tons of money, as everybody else failed, because they understood the simple secrets to a better investment. They understood the path to succeed and the way to push it to that next level. And you might be thinking, maybe I have some really good excuses. And if that's you, I don't care what your excuses are. Everybody needs to invest. I am literally putting my money where my mouth is, and I am paying out of my own pocket to get this financial education in your hands. Do you think that I am putting up the work for you? This is all for you. This work is for you. I'm still going to be here trading. Excuse me. I'm still going to be here investing. I'm still going to be here managing clients' portfolios, whether or not you get this free book. It doesn't make a difference. But to you, this book could change your world. It could shift your paradigm in a way that might have taken literally decades to get to on your own. This book can literally change everything because I've seen it change everything. Now look, I want you guys to understand. This is my first major book. I am not an accomplished author. So this book, it might have some flaws. And if you read for style or literary quality, this book may not be the book for you. In fact, I frankly dislike writing entirely. In high school and in college, I got my first ever B in English. But I am so passionate about helping you build real savings and retirements that the thought of all the people this book will help was the only thing that really pushed me through to finish the manuscript. This is all for you. I will still be investing whether or not you get this free book. But there are paragraphs in this book, ideas in this book, whole chapters in this book that I have never had the balls to put down on paper before. And they will open doors for you, maybe as soon as tomorrow, that otherwise might have taken a lifetime of waiting for you to walk through yourself. Right now, I'm sure you're skeptical as hell. You may even be thinking to yourself that you're looking at the work of a madman. But let me make you a small promise. Give me a few days. Read this book. You will never be the same again. Once you learn what I have to teach you, unless you somehow lose your entire memory, it would be impossible for you to ever be ordinary again. It would be impossible for you to not know how to make tons of money, starting with virtually nothing, as I did 5 short years ago. I look forward to hearing from you soon, because I know that this book will change your life. I want you guys to remember, I'm literally mailing you a 382-page book for free! And you're also getting exclusive access into one of the biggest game-changing implementation coaching website membership areas on the planet! For free! And if you don't love this book for any reason in the next 365 days, I will refund you your shipping cost 3 times over. And you don't even have to ship it back to me. So here's the deal. This is how you get your copy now. Go to 9to-noon-secrets.com and change your life. Change your future. Change it all. You can see all the investment verifications, all the trade verifications, all the facts, all the figures, but it doesn't matter, okay? Obviously, results aren't typical, and experiences are going to vary. I can't guarantee your income, but I want you guys to understand that I am giving you the tools and the education to crush it! This book is free! To some, this free book is nothing more than 103,282 words, 593,418 characters, 3,898 paragraphs, or 4,164 sentences. To some, this will be a life-changing experience. It all depends on how you use it! Don't discount for a second the teachings in this book, as some of them are really simple. You're closer than you think. Good luck.
Nine to Noon, which is pretty cool. Secret Workday of Uber Wealthy Americans by John Wooten. I'm impressed with your hustle and the fact that you did this. This is pretty cool. So For me, this is the same kind of mentality that I had when I was getting started. The desire to work hard, to dig deep, and so this is cool that you wrote this.
Hey guys, Jake Crapster here. I want to talk to you today about 9 to Noon, the secret workday of uber wealthy Americans. This book was written by John Wooten, one of my great friends and business partners. This book here contains tons of information that is here to benefit you and your investing future. This book was written to primarily help anybody that has invested or not invested in their personal finance careers. It starts off by going into depth with college savings plans, how to do your taxes, retirement accounts, and then it goes into more depth once you understand, because it's a process. Once you understand the basis for investing, then he goes into more detail on charting, technical analysis, and fundamentals, which can greatly increase the value in your brokerage accounts. Guys, I would say get this book now. 9 to Noon by John Wooten. This is a wonderful book and has changed my life forever. Now, happy investing.